What is going on, IF Warriors? It's your boy Edward V, and today we're going to talk about the 5-2 diet, also known as the fast diet. Stay tuned. What is going on, IF Warriors? What is going on, IF family? It's time to talk about the 5-2 diet. It's been a long time coming. A lot of people wanted me to talk about the 5-2 diet, but I never really got around to it. And the reason that I don't like the 5-2 diet, or I don't really like to talk about the 5-2 diet, is it's not because it's not effective. It is effective because it forces you to fast and tries to create a scenario that allows you to have some sort of an illusion, if you will, of eating, and hopefully that makes you feel like it's a much easier task. But my thing with the 5-2 diet, and before I go into the pros and cons of the 5-2, let me go ahead and explain what the 5-2 is. The 5-2 just means that you can eat whatever you want in the amount of calories that you want in 5 days. So within 5 days of your choosing, you can go ahead and eat up to about 3,500 to 4,000 calories. Doesn't matter. Because the premise of this whole thing is the 2. The 5 is when you don't do the fasting. The 2 is when you somewhat fast. It is a hybrid fast in which you're eating very, 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 very low calories, something like 500 calories for men, 600 calories for women. And the reason for that is because it forces you into a fast, because it is very, very difficult for you to not fast from eating 500 calories in a span of 24 hours. Be it that you can trick the system if you like and eat every 3 hours a little bit of something, 50 calories here, 50 calories there, but you wouldn't feel satisfied in the slightest bit. Thus, you would probably go into a fasted state anyways. Okay, first of all, fasting in this system gives you these things. It gives you a gift. That's what it does. It gives you a gift that seems to be more than the detriment of the fast. So you get to eat whatever you want for 5 days. 5 versus 2 days seems like you're getting the best deal for your buck. It's like someone saying, okay, look, I know you don't like to spend money, but if you give me $2, I'll give you $5. I'll give you $2. Every time I give you $2, I get $5 back. This is perfect. Why wouldn't I want to do that? It doesn't matter if I don't like giving money. The fact that I'm getting more money back makes me want to give you money, even if I don't like giving you money. And that's what it was built upon. That number illusion makes you feel like, hey, this is a really cool thing. I could lose weight, I could do, my thing, and I can fast, and I can call myself a faster because I am fasting technically 2 days out of the week. And they wouldn't be wrong if they said that. But here's the thing. You want your body to do the neural recovery and the insulin dropping every single day. So the better system, if you were to be, a newcomer or you want to get into it, instead of being so fearful of fasting and in any way, shape, or form, intermittently fast throughout the day is a better proposition, because you get to eat 7 times out of the week, and in all 7 times you get to have a nice hearty meal. Although you're not eating throughout the entire day, you're still eating throughout a good time frame. For example, if you wanted to be a newcomer and do the 8 hours eating, 16 hours fasting, you are entitled to do that. This diet was basically created for those people who are in such fear of fasting that they have to feel like they're getting so much they're getting so much bang for their buck. It was made popular by the BBC documentary Live Long, Fast, Healthy, something like that. I'm not 100%. Don't quote me on the title of the documentary. However, not a knock on the documentary. It's just that title is I always forget the title of that documentary. But not a knock on that documentary at all. It is a really good documentary. It's called Live Long, Fast, and Live Long, something in that effect. It's a BBC documentary, and it shows, you know, the benefits of intermittent fasting, which I love. Of course, it showed a man who was 107 years old running a 27-mile marathon to its completion. A guy who limits eating and has reaped the rewards. He's somewhat of an experimental being himself, because he represents what can happen when someone fasts for a long time in their lifetime. Maybe it relates to his longevity and his youth and his ability to run a marathon at 107 years old. I don't know. It is very odd for somebody who is 107 to run a marathon of 27 miles. That is, first of all, it is not just unheard of, it is impossible minus that one guy, because he's the world record holder for the oldest man to run that type of a distance. Don't worry guys, we're going to be the new experiment of how long you can take this and how far you can push it in the modern era. You guys with me? You guys with me? You guys are with me. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. We're going to run 47-mile marathons at 108 just to throw that jab, just to, you know what I mean? Just to give it that oomph, that extra level. No, but seriously guys, the 5-2 diet is a great diet. It is a good diet. I don't recommend it though, because I believe that the body should fast every single day. Because when you do these little kind of cheat codes, it's not really, but it's something where you're kind of creating a smoke and mirror to make yourself feel better about the fasting. When you do that, one, you remove your body from constantly doing the neural recovery every day. That neural recovery is beneficial. Remember, it isn't just about losing weight. It's about the health benefits that come with intermittent fasting. Like improved neural recovery, reduced type 2 diabetes, lifetime expectancy extension. I mean, the list goes on and on. So you want to have your body constantly do that. Remember, when you're eating, your cells are constantly reproducing. And when you finally stop eating for an extended period of time, your cells stop actually reproducing and start working on the cells that are damaged. If you know anything about how cancer cells are produced, it's when damaged cells just continue to reproduce and damage more and more and more, and then eventually turn into cancer. But if you get to let your body relax and you start healing itself, you can see how you can prevent cancer cells from building up over time. The best thing you can do, in my humble opinion, is to fast as long as you possibly can for every single day of the week. Once you become very expert level in fasting, you can start throwing in 47-hour fast, 43-hour fast, once in a blue, just to extend yourself just that much more, and then go right back into your own rhythm. So there it is, guys. That is my thoughts and the explanation on the 5-2 diet. Do I think it helps? Yes. Do I think you should do it? No. And the reason I think you shouldn't do it is because the human body should be able to reap the benefits of intermittent fasting every single day. Because every day that you do reap the benefits, you're enhancing your health and making yourself that much better, and also protecting yourself, kind of putting a blanket over yourself every single day when you allow your cells to recover and repair. And not to mention, you let your body digestive system relax. If you do it every day, it is much better than just doing it twice a week. So there you go, guys. I hope this helped you understand the 5-2 diet and why I don't prefer to do the 5-2 diet, and why the warrior diet is the better system to use when considering doing intermittent fasting. And if you want to do any entry level, I still would recommend that you fast every day. But what I would recommend is the lean gains method, which is 8 hours eating, 16 hours fasting. That can get the ball rolling for you. Then you can start to shorten it down, get to 6, And if you want to go into my realm, where I am right now and where I've always been since the beginning, you can bring it down to 4. If you have any other questions to any other videos that I've had in the past, you can click the video that is going to come up here in just a few seconds. And if you ever have any questions about anything regarding intermittent fasting, then click the subscribe button, because not only do I have a bunch of videos already cataloged for you answering intermittent fasting questions, there's a boatload of more questions to be answered. Every Sunday I drop a video, so click that subscribe button. You will not regret it. Have a great one, IF Warriors. Peace out.